We're going to talk about being a social detective, and I'm getting off the stage. So basically, before we get into all this about tools and Boolean, and not Boolean, but tools and tips and tricks, learn the basics. Everything I'm going to show you here, I can do without the tools. All the tools do is save me time. If I can do it in 5 minutes without the tool, that the tool can do it in 30 seconds. That's 4.5 minutes. If I do that 100 times a week, that's a lot of time I'm saving. So keep that in mind. Learn the basics, learn how to do it without the tools. Social detective is a person who utilizes standard detective methodologies and procedures to find information. Basically, it's called follow the breadcrumbs. A lot of people don't do it. You'd be surprised how many recruiters and sources I talk to. If the information is right in front of them, they just don't bother. And that's great, except you need that on a lot of people. So we're going to start here, Meetup. We're going to pick on Meetup today. I don't know why, probably because nobody picks on it. So in this case, we're in a collider group, and you'll see a whole bunch of people, and you'll see there's not a lot of info there. You got a picture, a first name, an initial, whatever. You're thinking, wow, this doesn't help me find them. Well, yeah, actually it can. So we're going to start with this young Jedi, Jim M. You're going to notice Twitter network, not a whole lot of info. Be pretty hard to find, probably, maybe. So the first thing we're going to do is go to his Twitter. We're going to go to his Twitter and we're going to notice, yeah, it's more of a company type of thing. You got some stuff over here from a tool called Pocket, which works on Twitter. Shows you a few things. A Clout, which Clout's no longer there, so it doesn't matter. Meetup, we were just on Meetup, and Twitter, which, you know, we're already on Twitter. Not enough info there. Yeah, Clout's going away for those of you that don't know. Clout no longer exists. So we go back and we say, what information is available? The only information available is the picture. So we're going to do a Google search on the picture. Oh, somebody knows this one. And we're going to notice all this stuff. And I'm on page 2, and I chose to go on page 2 because his actual profile didn't show up on page 1 or 2. But it keeps showing up. So why? So we go in, and you know why? Because somebody's also viewed him when viewing this person. So what do? We pop into it. And the first thing we do is using a tool called Email Qualifier. We know this, guess what? There's 2 of his emails sitting right there. And now we can contact them. Email Qualifier is a tool that will find emails on any web page. If I was to push on each of them and push a button, it would actually connect those emails to other social sites, so I knew where else he was. But in this case, I don't need to. That particular meetup group had 1,200 people in it, and I was able to find 900 emails with this method. And you might think, oh, it takes a long time. No, not really. Because I just stopped looking at all this stuff. I just stopped following the pictures. It took about 3 minutes for each person. But when you're getting that many emails from qualified people, it's worth it. The ROI on that is off the charts. 3 minutes, 3 minutes a piece, 900 people. What is that, about 2,800 minutes? And so was that maybe 6-7 hours for 900 qualified people? It's not bad, especially in that space, because that's a tough space. Facebook, 3.5 billion people, 98% of the real people on LinkedIn, and I do say real, are also on Facebook. Now, let's take a step back to LinkedIn. LinkedIn says they have 500 million people. Who thinks that number is correct? Because if you do, I have some land in the middle of the ocean to sell you. Once you get past duplicates, fake profiles, people that have more than one profile, people that don't have enough information know what the heck they're doing, and people who are no longer with us, yes, there are dead people on LinkedIn. There's only about 240 million, and once you take out the people who are not in the US or Canada, there's about 138 million, 137, somewhere in there. That's not very many. This Facebook used to have 5 billion, but they cleaned it up. They got rid of most of the same things that LinkedIn still has. So your 3.5 billion is pretty accurate. We're estimating around 3.2 to 3.4. So it's pretty close. But the question is, what and how do you use it? Because there's not always a lot of information. So I did a search for people who are part of a specific Java group, but only live in Seattle. So this is like a Java group within Facebook, and all these people live in Seattle. I used a tool called ZapInfo. ZapInfo is a scraping tool that scrapes profiles. This young lady obviously knows this because she's smiling. And it grabbed all that information for me. Back up. It will enhance this information. In some cases, I'll get emails. But in all cases, I will get their Facebook URL and maybe their LinkedIn URL if they have it. What I then do is download it. I then take the ones that did not get me an email and I upload them into Hierarchy first. Hierarchy will enhance this. Whatever emails it doesn't find, I stick in another tool called Seekout, which I'll be showing over there later today, which has an AI also, and then it enhances. I did this for 1,200 people and got 1,180 emails by the time I was done. And my hands-on time to do it was less than 5 minutes. Because I push a button, done, download, upload, wait, email, it's done, download, upload, email, it's done, that's it. Any questions before I move on? Because I am going fast, but I've got 15 minutes. All right. This tool is called Creepy, and it's very aptly named. It is a geolocation OSINT tool. OSINT, it stands for Open Source Intelligence. Basically, Facebook, LinkedIn, that's all OSINT, but that's low level. Those are ones, this is 5 or 6. And I'm going to tell you a story before I get into this, because we actually use this tool. I helped a friend of mine who was trying to hire 5 people from one company. He wanted to hire 3 or 4 of them, and he couldn't get them to reply to an email. So I asked him, do they have Twitter, Flickr, anything? They all had Twitter. I said, cool, let's play a game. I went ahead and put in their Twitter, and this is what I got. Now, in this case, this is examples Flickr, but I use Twitter for that. This is what I got. This is every single place, if that was a Twitter handle I was using, that they tweeted over whatever designated time span I wanted. In the case when we did this for my friend, it was over a week or 2. I think it was 2, actually. We then went ahead and went to the one where they had the logo, like that red one up there. In this case, you can see when you go on it, it actually gives you geographical information. And if you click on that, it'll even go further in. We found out that was all where they lived. Okay, cool, we got it. Then we went to the next one, which was another red one. It was all where they work. Then we noticed that they all tweeted between 5 and 8 every Thursday from one location. That was a bar. They all went there every Thursday. So my friend went there with a fishbowl, collected business cards, sat down, talked with him. About 3 weeks later, he hired 3 or 5. That's what I mean by creepy. And for those of you that think you can turn off your GPS on your phone and that protection, it's not using your GPS phone. It's using your Twitter, your Flickr, that's how it's figuring out. So whenever you do any of that from your phone, there's a geotag, and it's reading the geotag in mass.
We have Dean DaCosta here from Lockheed Martin. He was one of our panel speakers who was talking about advanced sourcing techniques. We've asked that Dean stay after and do a workshop for us just to touch upon the different tools, the Boolean searches, the X-ray, but beyond that, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be talking about.
So Boolean X-ray, I'm going to do a fairly quick crash course to make sure everybody understands how to do both. And then I'm going to get into some more advanced things that probably most recruiters will not have thought about. Ways to X-ray into URLs, shortened URLs, ways to X-ray into sites in different ways that you've never thought about, and get people with email addresses. Ways to expound upon emailing, X-raying. Instead of X-raying a specific site, X-raying a specific type of site, like a .org or .edu. So that's the Boolean stuff. And then after that, we're going to get into tools. I'm going to talk about a few machine learning tools, AI, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to show some sites that can provide you a boatload of information. An example is a site that I've discovered where I can put in a domain name, blackhat.com, which is where hackers and cyber people will be, and you're going to get a list of a whole bunch of email addresses of people who are part of that site. And then just a whole lot of other information. And that's just a little, there's more. That's the easy stuff.
Just the tip of the iceberg of the stuff that you're going to learn here at LAX TechRecruit. Dean, thank you so much for being here. It is an honor to have you.
I've enjoyed it so far, so it's all good.
Dean DaCosta.
Bye.